Greetings to all viewers on behalf of NTV Online. I am currently standing at the Noorbag intersection of the Jessore-Khulna Highway in Noapara, the industrial, commercial, and port city of Jessore. As many of you may already know, on Wednesday, May 8th, a prominent and highly popular businessman of the Noapara market, Anisor Rahman Anis, was brutally murdered in broad daylight. He passed away on the morning of May 9th while being transported from Khulna to Dhaka for treatment. Since this incident, a state of turmoil has prevailed in this industrial and commercial hub. Following his death, we witnessed a protest march organized by the Fertilizer, Cement, Food Grain, and Coal Merchants Association. Yesterday, a massive rally and protest were held right here where I am standing, during which intense anger was expressed. A dawn-to-dusk strike, Hartal, was called for today in this port city. We have been in Noapara since Wednesday morning to observe the impact of the strike. Joining us now is a leading businessman and the joint secretary of the Fertilizer, Cement, Food Grain, and Coal Merchants Association. Could you please tell us how the strike has been progressing since this morning, whether you have engaged in picketing, and where you have set up barricades?
As an NTV representative, you have seen that since shortly after 6 a.m., we have been out on the streets to monitor today's program. Since 6 a.m., the business community has been marching and patrolling the streets in support of the strike. As you have already mentioned, on May 9, Anisor Rahman, a respected fertilizer merchant and an advisor to the Coal Merchants Association, was murdered in broad daylight. Yet to this day, the administration has failed to arrest the primary accused. This is undoubtedly a failure on the part of the authorities, and today's strike is a protest demanding the immediate arrest of the main culprit. The businessmen of Noapara have been spontaneously observing this strike from dawn to dusk, and as you can see, everyone has voluntarily kept their establishments closed and taken to the streets. I would also like to add that there seems to be a consistent effort to destroy this commercial hub. You have seen bombings at various establishments, and several other businessmen have been murdered here previously. However, we have yet to see any exemplary punishment or receive true justice. We want this industrial and commercial city of Noapara to thrive in the long term, as it has been built over 40 years. We simply cannot allow this port city to be ruined by a few miscreants. We will give our maximum effort to protect this city.
We now demand that the administration arrest these terrorists within a very short period of time. You have seen that many businessmen have refrained from bringing goods to this port city of Noapara this time. In my estimation, at least 100 fewer vessels have arrived here, causing both the laborers and the businessmen to be deprived of millions in income. Therefore, we once again urge the administration to arrest these terrorists immediately and ensure that business can be conducted peacefully in Noapara. At this moment, major outside investors are considering wrapping up their businesses here because our backs are against the wall, which is why we have been forced to take to the streets today.
We have observed that in this industrial and commercial city of Noapara, small and isolated incidents have been occurring for a long time, including bomb attacks on various business establishments. Because these minor criminals were not punished, it eventually led to a much larger tragedy. Anisor Rahman, who was known as a founding figure of the Noapara business community and was associated with numerous organizations, was hacked to death in broad daylight. Consequently, not just the businessmen, but even ordinary citizens are now fearful and worried about their safety while moving around. Many feel that another accident could happen at any moment.